All the Teacher's Beasts. Written by N.J. Adel. Read by Kayla Fisher of Fisher Audiobooks. Warning: this book features explicit depictions of sex and other material that may offend some audiences, therefore is intended for adults only. From the author. Do not try to do the helicopter. I repeat, do not try to do the helicopter. Unless you're fucking a vampire. Chapter 1. Belle. "You're wearing the red dress or I'm cutting you," Katrina called from the kitchen. I tugged on the hem of the miniature dress she gave me, blowing out a breath, and stared at the ridiculous amount of pale leg I was offering up. I hated that my first wonder was if Declan would allow me to wear something that revealing. Glaring at myself, I shoved the image of the monster's face aside. You'd think the shit we'd blandly called domestic abuse didn't happen to someone like me. A nerd who was smart enough to get her PhD when she was 25, a psychology professor herself a year later. Well, it did. For years. Why had I let it go on this long? The devil I knew, or so I told myself. Katrina's heels echoed from the kitchen into my bedroom in 8 steps. Yeah, I counted when I was unpacking. I'd gone from a huge house in California to a tiny Forest Grove apartment slightly bigger than my former living room. The apartment felt even smaller once I'd unpacked, and Katrina asked me at least 5 times since she'd set foot in it why I'd chosen such a place. I chose it because it was the only one available when I moved to Oregon in such a hurry without a chance to secure a place to live first. But I didn't care. It was unlike anything I'd known since I got married. Plus, the place had giant bay windows framing every room and a forest view. It was beautiful, and I'd never felt happier in the past 10 years of my life. "Give me one good reason why you shouldn't wear this," she said, leaning against the doorframe, her arms crossed over her chest, her boobs perking up even more in that perfect green dress. "Because you," I gestured at her reflection in the mirror, "are wearing that. I mean, look at your boobs. Your legs are perfectly tan, but mine. You can pull something like this, but I chuckled and moved away from the mirror, plopping down on the edge of the bed, hoping she'd buy my lie. She sighed as she sat next to me. "So it has nothing to do with that dick asshole fucker who put you in the hospital between life and death? Katrina, please."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?